Today, we're diving into some spine-chilling stories from my childhood that are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. If you're fascinated by the eerie and the unexplained, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our thrilling tales. Ready to get goosebumps? Let's explore these mysterious encounters together. Story 1. Echoes of the Abandoned, a creepy encounter down the street. When I was 12 years old, my world was the neighborhood where I lived with my family. This neighborhood had its own secrets, including an abandoned house a short walk down my street. This house was different from others. It had a large, overgrown yard shielded by trees so dense you could barely see the building itself. It had been vacant for years, and no one seemed to know why. One dusky evening, I was hanging out at my friend Kyler's house, who lived just 2 doors down from the mysterious property. As the sky turned shades of orange and purple, our conversation naturally drifted to the abandoned house. Driven by curiosity, we decided to take a closer look. We walked past his neighbor's well-kept homes and stopped in front of the gate to the neglected property. The gate was slightly open, rusting at its hinges, and as we pushed through, the overgrown grass and untamed branches whispered secrets of the past. Kyler, having ventured here before, led the way as we tiptoed around to the back of the house. That's when we noticed something odd. The back door was slightly ajar. Kyler was sure it hadn't been opened last time he checked. After a brief hesitation, we stepped inside, our hearts pounding in the silence that hung over the place like a dense fog. The inside was just as forsaken as the exterior, with sparse, dusty furniture and shadows that seemed to flicker with remnants of long-gone life. We explored the ground floor, the air growing colder with every step. Suddenly, a sound from the second floor snapped us to attention: footsteps. Clear, undeniable footsteps descending the staircase. Panic seized us. We hadn't expected anyone to be in the house. We thought it was empty. Scrambling for a hiding place, we ducked into what looked like an old bedroom just as the footsteps reached the bottom stair. My heart was racing, and cold sweat ran down my back as we heard the steps approach. We barely breathed, hoping to remain undetected. After what felt like hours, the footsteps moved away toward the front of the house. Seizing the moment, we dashed out the back door, through the yard, and didn't stop running until we were safely back at Kyler's house. That night left us with more questions than answers. Who had been in that house? What were they doing there? The house remains abandoned, but we never dared to go back. Whatever secrets it holds, some are better left undiscovered. Story 2. Shadows of the Past. Mystery at the old convenience store. During my late teens, I experienced a strange series of events that still baffles me to this day. At 19, I was living with my parents and working part-time at a store about a mile from my house. One week, my car broke down and I had to walk to work, taking a route past an old, abandoned convenience store that I remembered from my childhood. One evening after work, curiosity got the better of me, and I paused to look through the dusty windows of the store. Inside, it seemed frozen in time, with items and debris scattered as if it had been suddenly deserted. As I peered in, a man unexpectedly emerged from behind an aisle, startling me. He stared directly at me, and I quickly turned away and hurried home. The next day, my intrigue led me back, but this time as night fell, again, the same man appeared, quicker than before, and began walking towards the window where I stood. I left immediately, feeling an unsettling chill down my spine. On my way home, I heard footsteps behind me. Turning, I saw it was the man from the store, now following me. My walk turned into a run as fear took over. I reached my house breathless and locked the door behind me. Peering out, I saw him pause on the sidewalk, then turn and walk away. This encounter left me shaken, avoiding the route past the store until my car was repaired. I never learned who the man was or why he was in that abandoned store, but his presence turned a curious exploration into a haunting memory. Story 3. The Secret of the Cul-de-sac, Hide and Seek Turns Eerie. When I was about 8 or 10, I lived in a neighborhood with a cul-de-sac where many of us kids often played. One house, however, always stood out. It was abandoned, its secrets hidden behind unkempt hedges and a silent facade. One evening, while playing hide and seek, I thought the deserted property would make a perfect hiding spot. As I crouched behind the old house, confident in my secret spot, I turned and found myself staring directly into the woods at the edge of the yard. To my horror, there was a man standing there watching me. He was large and imposing, even from a distance. His presence was utterly unexpected and chilling. Panicked, I bolted from my hiding place, running past the house to the safety of the street where my friends were. As we saw the man emerge from the side of the house, everyone scattered, each of us racing back to our homes. That night, I awoke to the terrifying sound of knocking on my bedroom window. It was him, the same man from the backyard. I ran to my parents' room, and by the time my father went outside, the man had vanished. The police were called, but nothing came of it. The incident left a lasting imprint on my memory, turning an innocent game into a ghostly tale that lingered in our neighborhood lore. Thanks for joining me on this spooky journey through tales of mystery and unexpected encounters. If you enjoyed these stories, remember to hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss out on our future adventures. Sharing this video with your friends helps our community grow and allows us to bring you more content like this. Now, I've shared my eerie experiences, but I'm sure some of you have your own stories to tell. Have you ever stumbled upon something mysterious or frightening in an abandoned place? What happened, and how did you feel? Share your stories in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. Thanks again for watching, and remember to keep exploring the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.